Alright guys, this is JAYPROFIT right here. JAYPROFIT the sniper. I don't know what you guys gonna call me, but yeah, so on today's episode I told you guys I'm going to go over straight to how I got the trade on USDJPY. This is the last week trade that we took, and I'm going to show you guys how I was able to get the trade and how I was able to secure a nice 1:10 risk to reward ratio, right? So now let's head over to the chart and let's get over to USDJPY. So you can see there's a recent crypto trade that just played out well. Here, very nice to 1:12, though I didn't take it because I'm so much not into futures right now, but I'm going to still start futures soon though, again. So let me show you guys, okay, yeah, USDJPY. And as well, I'm going to go over to how I got my entry on USD, sorry, GBP as well. So let's go to USD first. So first things first, I'm just going to clear the chart. I'm just going to clear the whole chart, remove drawings, everything, yeah. And then I'm going to play price. I'm going to take price back to where I started to analyze the market. Okay, what's this? Okay, right, just here. All right. So now, looking at this market right now, the market is breaking structures work to the upper side, right? So let me head over quickly to 1 hour time frame. The market is breaking structures to the upper side, right? This is the last structure that got broken. The market, after breaking it, the market rallied to the upside. So this is a break of market structure, and then what? So let me head to 30 minutes, and then I'll play the price, right? So let me play the price. All right. Okay, so real quick right here, we got what we call change of character. Right here, you can see this is my change of character. So what this change of character actually means is that market is just self-explanatory change of character, right? So what it does is that it's telling you that the character of the market or the behavior of the market is changing, right? We are creating higher highs and higher lows, but automatically we saw something different, right? This was the last higher high that we got. This was the higher low. In with this higher low, we expected this higher low to what? Push and break above this higher high, right? But unfortunately, that did not happen. We got what? A break of the higher low, which is what the change of character we're talking about, right? So now, over here, what do I expect? I have to go to my 1 hour time frame. I'm just telling you guys how I got my entry. I went to my 1 hour time frame. So this whole thing right here is what we call imbalance, right? This whole thing is what we call imbalance. And then what? I just have to mark out here my entry. This way I'm marked up for my entry, and then I'm just going to name it higher time frame point of interest. Time frame PY. Okay, just showed up right now. So I'm just going to go down to M30 right now, or rather M15, or let's leave it at M30, and then I'm going to play the price. Okay, so price started retracing back and started feeling what this imbalance right here. Hold on, let me just put up a text right now. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna call it IMB, which stands for what? Imbalance, right? Okay, I'm sorry, it is very huge right here. Okay, I made it 12. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my imbalance. And market has to fill in this imbalance before I can take any trade. Now, when it comes to the entry, there are two things in particular that I actually look out for. I actually look out for liquidity and imbalance, right? This is my imbalance. So I'm looking for what? The liquidity to be created. I'm looking to see liquidity around this area. Okay. So you can see market what created some kind of a double top, and now here comes my liquidity, what I'm looking for. Now, when it comes to the market, right, you have to have the eyes to spot out liquidity. If you don't spot out liquidity, honestly, you become the liquidity. It's just as simple as that. All right. So I'm just going to mark up my liquidity area. That's my liquidity right there, and I'm waiting. So once market takes out liquidity, fills up imbalance, it's just going to start selling. So let's continue to play the price. Okay, now here's another thing. Okay, look below right here. You can see what equal lows, right? This equal lows right now is what was well called what liquidity. Liquidity is lying below it. What this thing now literally means, or what gave me the confidence that this market will sell from this higher time frame point of interest, is that this is a sell side liquidity, this is a buy side liquidity. People that sold the market have their stop losses above right here. People that will now buy this market because of double bottom have their stop losses right here. So this is actually how market makers manipulate the market, and then they all trap retail traders, right? Retail traders buy the market, put their stop loss below, and retail traders sell the market, put their stop loss above. So now they created an avenue for buyers to enter the market. Initially, they created an avenue for sellers in which they sold, they are rejoicing and in profit and all this, right? So now let's continue to play the price and see what happens next. Okay, now I'm just going to put my what? I'm just going to put my what sell limit in there. Just going to put my sell limit right there, and my stop loss just above there. Okay, and then I'm just going to target that what liquidity right there, and then let's play the price. Let's head over to M15. Okay, fine. 15 minutes time frame right here. Let's now play the price. Okay. Okay. So I like adjusting this a little bit, like a pip below. So let's continue playing the price. Okay. All right. So Samina, here's another liquidity. There's another liquidity line right here, double top. So you always have the eyes to spot out this thing. So as I'm seeing this thing now, it is confirming what my entry. It's confirming it for me, and that's exactly what happened. And okay, so I'm triggered right now in the market. The market has triggered me in. I'm in on this market already. As you can see, I was just tapped in. Market tapped in on my order, and let's proceed, guys. And my target is just this liquidity down below, right? So let's see. As the market taps me in and start playing the price, let me just use the play button and let's see. Okay, now I'll show you guys how I was able to get a re-entry on this market. Now let me stop the market. Okay, so I've gotten my first entry right now, right? So now looking at what, look, let's go down to the 5 minute. Let me tell you guys, I'll show you guys how I got my re-entry. Now this is what change of character again. From here, if I draw it straight to here, you can see the market broke that level right there. That's change of character. And if I go back to my 15 minutes time frame, that was exactly where I spotted my second entry. You can see this standalone supply level. Yeah, standalone order level right here. Okay, so I'll put my sell limit over there. My sell limit, and then I just have like an 8 pip stop loss, and then I still target that same low. I'm still in this first entry, and then this is a re-entry for me. So let's play the price right now. Okay, so market triggered me in again. So if I should extend this, all right. So market has triggered me in, and then this is exactly how it all happened. And let me just play the price. Okay. So this is exactly how USDJPY played along, guys. This is exactly how it played along. If I should adjust this to the right so you can have a clearer view. This is my first entry, this is my second entry. And then remember, we are still targeting this liquidity down below. And play the price. Okay, fine. Let me head over to 1 hour time frame. Okay, on 1 hour time frame, you can see market structure very well. This is 30 minutes. So you can see first entry right here, second entry, which is the re-entry, and this. So we play the price. Boom, guys. Take profit. Smashed, right? So this is the recent market structure right now. I've smashed my take profit of 1 is to about 1 is to 10 here, got me 1 is to 10 risk to reward ratio. Entry right here coming around 1 is to 10 risk to reward ratio. Exactly, this is the 1 is to 10 risk to reward ratio I got on this pair. You can see that liquidity has been taken out by this weak rejection right here. So this is exactly how I got my entry on what? On USDJPY. So let's go over to GBP Let me see if I can get show you guys how I got the same entry on GBP It's this same kind of concepts that happen around there. So this one is just too self-explanatory. But I'm going to like clear it off and show you guys how it all happened. If you guys remember, I posted this one on my status. Alright, I posted it on my status. So guys, let me show you guys in case you're yet to uh, follow me on Instagram. You want to follow me on Instagram? That's where I actually drop my trade analysis. So this is my what's it called? This is my page right here on Instagram. Do want to follow me on Instagram and get along to see all the trades I take. You can see this one right here. This is VIX 75. For those of you that trade indices, VIX 75 sniper entry. Okay, sorry. VIX 75 sniper entry 1 is to 5 secured already. So let's go back to the chart on GJ. So now let me just put the chart back again on. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. Same concept, smart money concept. That's a very sweet thing to trade, right? So let me go to 4 hours time frame because that was the supply level I used to take my trade, right? So I'm going to play the price back. Okay, allow me to play the price back a little bit. Okay, I don't know if that's very far, but let's just use that area, right? So on GJ right now, so what can we see? We're creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Levels are being broken to the upper side, right? So this was the last week that should have projected and break this higher high, right? But that week, that level, this impulse now failed at some point, and then what return to what break that our higher low. So here now I have my ones CHOCH with my church, a change of character. Okay. If it's necessary to like do other things here, but I'll just put it for sake of those others and that. So as this thing happened now, I just have to spot out my area of supply, right? So this is my area of supply, higher time frame, what point of interest. That's my point of interest on the higher time frame. That was exactly what I did. Okay. So once you start seeing this thing, you can want to see, right? So because this is a 4 hours time frame, there's how I calculate my stop losses. I'm just gonna put it like my stop loss is like 50%. If I'm going to take an aggressive entry, because taking this trade now off a 4 hours time frame is just such an aggressive entry, unless it's a very tight or a very tight risk, right? So I've mapped out where my stop loss is going to stop. So that's the reason why I had that 50% of it. So let's go to 1 hour time frame and then I'll play the price and you guys can see. So this change of character right here, and finally we had, you can see the nice break of this structure right here, giving me what a break of market structure, the US right there. So let's now put our what? Let's now put our sell limit on this 4 hour supply level right here, and then my stop loss will just be like just right here, which is I don't use more than 15 pips. That's my maximum. So 15 pips maximum is my stop loss. I should say 20 pips, sorry. 20 pips maximum. So, but I use 15 in this case right now. So let's see what happens on this trade now. So let me just play the price. I had a time off. So as you can see right here, I have another liquidity lying above here, which is what the liquidity that I'm waiting for the market to tap out from. So now automatically now we have what a sell side liquidity. Let me just get rid of this right now and put it back and put the right word on it. Okay. So right here now, this is what my liquidity. So I have a buy side, a sell side liquidity and a buy side liquidity. So these liquidities, the market has to manipulate them and then tap into our area of what supply, right? Which is the 4-hour supply. So now let's continue playing the price and see what happens. So this thing is just something I just put up on the chart, and you just have to look at them whenever you see them. So as you can see, market have violated that liquidity right there. It has taken out people that sold the market thinking it's a double top. That's taken out their stop losses and all. So we are waiting for this one to be what taken out, right? So let's see. You already remember we already have our limits right here. So market goes up. Now creates another liquidity. Okay. So in this market of SMC, when you're talking about SMC trading, you either spot our liquidity and avoid them, or you become the liquidity. That's just it, right? So now in this is the nice setup I'm looking for. So this is my imbalance, this is my liquidity, this is my what point of interest. So the market will tap into it and then start selling, right? So let's see. Okay. So still waiting for what? Still waiting for the market to tap into our level of interest. So as you can see, this is this whole liquidity right here. If I put this thing on this, you can see the whole kind of liquidity line above there. So market has to take out all those things before what, because if it takes out all those stop losses lying above, because there's stop losses lying above there, if it takes it out, it's just gonna sell, right? So let's see what goes on, guys. So before that, let me just push my 2 right here. Let's see what goes on. Okay, so instantly market tapped into my point of interest. Here's my target, right? And this my target will give me a risk to reward of 1:8. That's my first target, right? Okay, let me just put it right there as my first target, because that's what I'm targeting. Reason being, there's liquidity there, and I'm expecting the market to what, tap out that liquidity. Okay, so let's play the price again. After that, what, market started selling instantly, guys. Instantly started having that sell. So as you can see, this is how I got the trade on on GBP JPY, right? So there's no special thing. You just have to understand market structure, understand how market behaves, and also so far so good. I've been able to capture 1:6 risk to reward. So invest $100 on this trade, you're getting back $600 already. So this is just how it works, right? So guys, don't forget to hit up my Instagram channel, subscribe. Sorry, um, follow me on Instagram, and you're not going to miss any opportunity. So guys, so don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like and subscribe, share, because I'm going to start sharing you guys some certain things you don't really know about the market. Definitely teaching you guys some things, some content is just coming out. Just subscribe, right? So this is JProfit FX signing out, right?